Before the video starts, I would like to give a quick thank you to every single one of my members. Without these guys, I would not be able to do what I do today, so thank you, boys. All right, let's continue. How's it going? Honestly, boys, I was not expecting to play this game on the channel quite yet, mainly because when I played the beta of this game, it was pretty bare bones, actually. There's a bunch of issues, a bunch of bugs, and there still are bugs in this game, but that's beside the point. Anyways, welcome to Fabled Legacy. This game is actually a game created by a bunch of Dungeon Quest community members, most notably Pixel, Spirity. I've actually had Pixel and Spirity on the channel, somewhat, but this was ages ago. Little bit of a backstory about me, by the way, is I actually used to play Dungeon Quest on the channel as my main game back when the game was starting to die off, but it was still like fairly popular. The reason why Pixel and Spirity are important is because not only are they one, the owners of the game, but also two, they're the guys that own the DQ leak server. So they're the guys that provided a lot of the leaks from like Aquatic Temple, Volcanic Chambers, and all that stuff. It was wonderful. But they pulled together like a bunch of devs that were actually in the Dungeon Quest community and also in my community, looking at you, Mitch, to make a dungeon crawler game just like Dungeon Quest, but to polish out a lot of the issues and also have a freaking theme. Literally, this game is cool and it is offering a lot of really interesting things when the community comes together. But anyways, as you can see, I am level 2. I have done this a little bit already. I literally just did one dungeon off camera just to see if the game played exactly as it did, and yeah. No, it honestly does. We're just gonna jump straight on into the game, and I'm gonna show you how this game plays. So, without further ado, let's get into it, boys. Also, the nice thing about being a tester is that I get the Survivor cosmetic. This entire set. You know, it's pretty cool, and it's nice, but the one cosmetic that's offered in the cosmetic shop is, I think, a little bit cooler, and I'll show you that here in a bit. I don't have it. I'll have to get it, but that's beside the point. Okay, enough wasting time, ladies and gents. Let's get started. I need to turn this music off. Ah, fudge, I'm gonna have to. Okay, well, that sucks. Well, I already found my first bug. Disable music when doesn't work. Okay, maybe we can reset and fix that way. Hopefully that'll work. Hopefully that'll work. And no, it doesn't work. Okay, we'll just have to deal with the music. Okay, music. There's no game audio, and I do apologize for this. But yeah, as you can see, this is just like Dungeon Quest, but instead of being just like Dungeon Quest, there are some changes. Like, for instance, you know, I could clip on enemies there. For instance, the first dungeon in Dungeon Quest did not have any ranged enemies, if you don't count the boss. This dungeon does. Not only are there ranged enemies, there are also AoE enemies, which we didn't see until Underworld. Yeah, honestly, I am going to be making a lot of comparisons to Dungeon Quest in this game because, let's be honest, it's the direct comparison to this game. And here we have our first boss, Bandit Joe. Way to come from, way to go, way to come from, Cotton Eye Joe. And this entire video gets demonetized. Wonderful. Beautiful. Honestly, all the bosses in this difficulty are incredibly easy, so that's a thing. Another thing I really like about this game is the fact that there are different attack patterns depending on the difficulty. Like, for instance, each boss will have a new attack on, oh, is it normal difficulty? Hard difficulty? I forget what the next difficulty is actually called. It's super cool. Take this, Bandit Joe. Take this, you goofy looking. As you can see, the first dungeon is very cool. I can zoom in, even though that's kind of fiery here. First dungeon is Raided Village, and honestly, this one just kind of makes sense. This seems like a really good first dungeon. You know, you deal with bandits. That's just kind of how it is with basically every other RPG game, though. You fight bandits at first, you deal with them, you attack them, you win, you clap them, you refuse to elaborate. No, it is what it is. So I personally think they made a really good... So personally, I think they chose a very good aesthetic for the first dungeon. All right, 5 minutes left on the clock, and we're doing all right. I'm gonna start grouping these guys so I can save a little bit of time. Don't snipe me, bandits, rangers. Your aim is true, and my dodging is false. So just like within Dungeon Quest, there are two to three classes that you can play as. Obviously, you have Mage, you have Warrior, and you have Guardian. Obviously, Warrior is the better of the two because, let's be honest, being based is fun. And of course, just like with Dungeon Quest, the best way to be able to complete levels is by dodging and not taking as much damage. You want to mitigate the amount of damage that you take per dungeon. I'm not doing an amazing job, but you know, goons have always been my weak points. Actually, no, that's a straight up freaking lie, Salty, and you know it. Nah. Volcanic Chambers, need I say more? Bro, I was dog crap back on Volcanic Chambers. No, don't kill me, boys. Don't kill me. I have a family. I gotta run a taco restaurant. I am the owner of Taco Bell. Don't kill me. Actually, tacos sound very good. Also, we leveled up there. There was a level up sound on the beta, but it seems that it was either removed or the game's just broken up. Knowing me, it probably broke. I break everything I touch. All right, last goon. Technically, I'm using a warrior ability and a mage ability. When you're level 1, it doesn't seem to matter too much, so you can use both and just kind of decide if you want to play mage or warrior later on. You don't have to choose, like, right away. Also, another nice thing I like about this is the fact that there are 2 bosses per dungeon. As you saw, there was the bandit, what was it called? The bandit marauder. The bandit, so freaking easy to kill, I don't even remember his name. And then, obviously, bandit leader. What I find funny is that this guy is actually the easiest of the 2. I don't know what it is. His attack patterns are super readable. If I can get him off before he doesn't attack. Ooh, nope, not quite. 11 HP though. A little bit more damage and I'd be chilling. Boink. Ooh, yes. Lost rapier. Yes. Let's go, boys. We got it. We got it. I actually got something called the beta sword, which is just basically a reskinned and different rarity as the wooden sword, which is kind of cool, but we obviously don't need it anymore since we got a much better weapon. Don't worry, I am gonna keep it. That's okay. So we can also upgrade stuff and sell stuff as we need to. So it's lobby map. Uh-oh. I think I found a glitch. I think I found something that isn't supposed to be here. Someone tell Pixel, tell him. Nah, it's all right. So we'll go ahead and upgrade. We'll go ahead and upgrade everything. Max upgrades on physical. 22 power on our lost rape. Wonderful. Incredible. Let's see how much we can do with. Also, this game has voice chats. Hello, fellow dungeon questers. Wait, this is the wrong game.
How you doing? I'm Minnie Mouse, and nice to meet you.
What the?
So here we can get a little bit of a look at the dungeon menu. As you can see, there is 3 different difficulties: normal, expert, and chaos. And chaos is exactly as it sounds. It's chaos. Very hard. I've only played it like once, maybe twice or something, but holy fudge. This is, expert was the area that I actually really struggled with. So we're gonna continue with normal for now until I can get some better armor, because obviously bats and buffs are gonna be good. So let's do it, boys. By the way, if you're enjoying the video, then make sure to not only subscribe, but also like the video, because it helps the channel out a bunch. Thank you. Let's move on. Hey, before we continue, time for some monster ASMR. Enough derping around. We've got some loot to acquire, and apparently we've got some slow loading and slow avatar loading to view. Yeah, honestly, this did not change my damage much. I got 1 extra point of damage, you know. While I should be thankful, I'm not. I am very unthankful. No, I'm just kidding. Bandit Joe. I love it, Joe. I love this. Bandit Joe. Where'd he come from? Where'd he go? He about to go bye-bye. That's where he about to go. All right, give me the cheeks, Bandit. Also, allow me to add, stab has like some horrible range. Since this is non-hardcore, obviously, you know, you can die as many times as you want to, but you do lose time whenever you die. So it's... Don't die. Savvy? All right. 3 experience. That's new. I didn't know you could hide the menu. That's sick, actually. All right, we're gonna grip these bozos. Okay, so we can, like, 1 cycle everyone, which is super nice. Well, maybe not everyone, but, like, 20 HP, 30 HP. Okay, we can 1 cycle the bandit rangers and maybe a couple of other units, but we need to do about 15 damage per attack in order to actually 2 cycle. 1 cycle, 1 cycle, 1 cycle. I know my terminology. You gotta be careful of these rangers, by the way. They will snipe you. They'll poke you. You will be poked. Being poked is not fun, trust me. I was always poked as a kid. Okay, so it's the archmages that we can 1 cycle. That's not impressive since they have the lowest amount of HP. We need to be 1 cycling the warriors. Why? Ooh. Yo, I'll be honest with you guys. I picked up Dungeon Quest once tonight to record some B-roll for a video. But like, other than that, bro, I haven't played Dungeon Quest in a hot minute. So my dodging is very rusty. Honestly, I'm kind of shocked I haven't died yet. Okay, this is cringe. Okay, no damage. Still haven't died. Amazing. Honestly, I could totally see like newer players being completely fine with this dungeon. Honestly, it's not that hard. The attack patterns are super easy to memorize. Everything. So easy. Come on, a branch wand? Are you kidding me? And hopefully, may it not become like Dungeon Quest leaderboard, but there is also a leaderboard on here. On the topic of Dungeon Quest, however, if you guys want to check out how to get cosmetics significantly easier in funny other dungeon game, I should say rather, then click on this video right here. It'll take you straight to it, and I think you'll enjoy the video a lot. But without further ado, guys, thanks for watching.